Alright guys, we are live for our third live, which is incredible. I was just setting up now. It's a little bit more professional. We have a nice thumbnail, which is great. So what I would like to do here today is that I added, where is my stone now? I added a new metal, like this one. Let me show you what I did here. So I'm gonna go back here to metal. I added this rock, right? And look at this. Now, when the character gets near this, we can break it. And we can collect like ores, right? And don't worry about the circle thing. It's just because it's in debug. But right now we can actually collect this. And I can actually get the material and add it to the character. So as you see that. Now the only thing I need to make is so is that when I add a new character, it goes and collect all this stuff. So I'm gonna do that right now. I was just trying to find the best place to do. So on my game here, what I end up doing is that I have now roads, as you guys can see. So if I just go back here, I'm just gonna. Oh, it doesn't work. Really? Oh yeah, it does. I don't know why Unreal Engine doesn't do this. So I have like a bunch of roads, right? And I have here like the wall, and then I have like resource regions, stone, resource regions, wood, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna browse to asset, and I have here metal. So I'm just gonna go back here. I'm gonna add like a new resource region, let's say around here, because I think that's gonna be a decent place to be. I am just gonna move this to my AI stuff here. And AI, I mean like just so the players, sorry, the NPCs, they can walk around. Okay. Nice. So now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go and add the road. Browse to asset. So now I have the castle wall, gate, stone path, stone road, the storage one, the wood road, and the wood path. Now I need another one, which is gonna be the metal road, right? Metal path. And if you wonder why do I need all these roads, is because Unreal Engine has not necessarily limitation, but when you have like large maps like I have, for the actor to walk from here to that, it would need to have a nav mesh enable, and it has to figure out which one is the shortest path and go, and that calculates. And I had it enable, and my FPS was dragging a lot. So in order to keep the game performant very well, I added these metal roads and these paths. And as you can see here, I have like all these things here. This is because as you start to add new houses, they start to spawn here. But let's just add a new road here. So this is going to be the metal road, right? Which is a really weird name. But that's fine, I guess. So I just need to figure out which one is the way that it goes. Where is it? So if I press here, if I go top, press end. This one, press end. Oh, I think I did a mistake. This is too strong. Yeah, it's going this way. So what I like to do when I'm building these things is that I grab this road and I first do something like this, right? So I know more or less where it's gonna be the outcome. So I build it from the outside here. I'm gonna press end so it aligns to the terrain, or at least it should. Nope, guess doesn't want to do that. That's fine. Now I am gonna just add each point to this split line. I don't always forget how to call this. And then I just started to add the road points, right? I have here. I'm gonna add another one right there. So now I have this road more or less coming here. Now what I like to do is build this other part. So I can add this. And I'm just gonna make it so I'm gonna add another point here. And I'm gonna add it right there. It's gonna have a look how, where is it? So more or less it's okay. I can actually disable the other ones to make it my life easy, I guess. By the way, is there anyone in the comments? I haven't checked if anyone is watching. It's a Friday. It's a little bit of a weird day for me to do a live, but let me know if you guys have any questions. Sorry, I was just checking the other screen what's going on. Right, so then we have this stuff. I'm just gonna add this line here. I am gonna add this line right here as well. I'm gonna add this line right there. I do eventually gonna try to make it like as a day where, probably on a Saturday, where everyone is like off. I am aware that Friday lunchtime is probably not the best time to do a live, but let's just set it here, right? So, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to all those roads because this is really bothering me here. Like I can't see. I mean, that's fine. I'll just leave it for now. It's fine. Fine. Let's not worry about this too much. So I'm gonna add here a new line here. Gonna align to the terrain. So it goes here, goes there, perfect. It goes. So I need to align this one. Oh. Where does it go? Oh yeah, I am pressing delete. That's why, of course. I'm so used to press that end key there, the delete key there, you know. All right, so I'm gonna add a line here. Just trying to follow all those paths. This is the most boring part of making the AI, to be honest. Is once everything is working, it's fun to see, right? But this part is just a drag. It's just like figuring out the route. Like, is this the best path for the AI? It's a little bit of a annoying situation, right? So we're gonna put this one here. Also gonna plug this value right there. Perfect. And now I'm gonna add this one here. So here, perfect. Now I'm gonna add another point here. And then we're gonna have to test this character as well to make sure it's working fine. I did some improvements on the AI now. So instead of doing that whole, so before it was doing something crazy, which was like, if couldn't find a path, the AI was just gonna stay stuck. And I was trying to do like how does big games they do this, like how does GTA do, or like how those massive studios, how they can actually add those paths. So there is this technique that, for example, if the AI gets stuck, he starts to do like a random animation pretending to do something, and then as soon as the camera left or leave the field of view, right, the AI gets teleported to where he has to go. So I haven't done the camera part, but I have done implemented the AI stuff where the AI gets teleported to whatever it needs to go, and then it's like, okay, now I'm on the right place. That's fine. And I'll show you guys in a second. Press end. Perfect. Alright, so now we have more or less all those paths. I will need to double check if they are working correctly, but for now it's fine. I'm just gonna put it here, right? So it goes there. Yeah, this part's getting messy. It's because all the roads are coming on the same place, right? So it's getting a little bit of a annoying road path. Eventually we're gonna have to do some cleanups. But I don't pretend to change this area. I think it looks pretty good for what it is, you know. I'm gonna add this here. Oh, I keep pressing the delete. Jesus. I'm so used to press that key. Because on my day-to-day job, I do some soft engineering, and I keep deleting stuff all the time. So let's add this here. Perfect. Nice. Right, so we have the stuff added. Perfect. I think that's good. I think that looks good. This part is a little bit messy. I don't know how to tie this up. I know you're looking at these like, what the fuck is going on with this? But it's fine. Don't worry, guys. The AI knows what it's doing. Okay, so now we have this the stone road done, which is perfect. Now we need to create the return path. Now I can't use the same road because, or maybe I could use the same road. It's just because I did like this because sometimes the AI start to go in a, like it needs to follow the proper path. I think it's better to do this. Maybe after I'll consider removing this, but for now I'm just gonna duplicate this, and I am gonna call this metal road storage actually. Oh yeah, metal road. Nice. And now I'm gonna move this to AI again. Move to, why I can't move this? What's going on? Move, there you go, AI, perfect. Now we have the metal road, so now we need to bring the resources back, so where the player is gonna bring the resources. And what I'm gonna do here, how did I do that again? So that is the resource, right? Come on, I can't click on it. Yeah, that's the wood. And then we have the stone one. Okay, now I'm gonna do the metal storage. And this is the end of the path, so I need to put it there as well. Now I'm just gonna add like some lines here. And then I'm just gonna make the rough part here. So first this one. I'm gonna add this one here, and then we added this one right here. Thank God Unreal Engine has this thing called find run nav mesh. So basically there's this node in Unreal, which I'm using a lot, that I don't need to be precise with my path. The game does it for me based on the position of the character. And that saves me a ton of time because it's very rough sometimes to try to align all those paths. I was doing this in the worst possible way. I was making so the character had to follow this perfectly. But the problem is that your terrain sometimes it gets cover, or you add a tree here and then you don't see what's going on, right? So I kind of built this whole square here. The whole purpose of this square is to make sure that all the AI related paths, they end up going to the same place, just to get consistency, right? So add it here. This is really bad, so I'm just gonna add it right there. I'm just gonna add it here. Okay. I'm gonna add this line right there. Perfect. And I'll add this line here as well. Nice. So that goes here, goes that. I'm just gonna add another point right here. If you guys have any questions for the game as well, let me know. I am checking the chat. I'm not actively checking the chat, but I do have like the chat open, just in case. I need to get better at scheduling the lives now, because I feel like I always put the lives on the worst possible time. I don't even know what's a good time to make a live, to be honest. I was like, you know what, I need to implement this new feature. Let's make a live, right? So this happened. Okay, so it goes, and it gets here. I think this is too big of a gap. The characters sometimes struggle with far away places, right? Okay, that's fine. So it goes. Yeah, added here. It goes. And then I'm just gonna add another one here. Oh, keep deleting that. Right, I think I got everything set up properly, which is fine. Nice. I'm just gonna move this to the AI stuff, or move to. That's the only thing I really not enjoying creating this game sometimes. It's just the fact that setting up, like when you start to build a game, you're like, okay, it's gonna work like this, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be epic. And then you get to this point where it's like, just all this, like, look at this stuff. Like, I didn't know how to do all this thing just to make sure the AI know where it's trying to go. Otherwise, your game looks like you get all lost, you know. So that's annoying. But anyway, now we are gonna add an NPC finally. It's base NPC. And I'm just gonna browse this here, bring it back my character down. Perfect. Nice. Now I'm just gonna change his role to be a worker that can actually collect the metal. There's gonna be a metal stone miner. Oh boy, I don't have the role yet. Okay. That's a problem. But that's fine. We can add a role. Let's add a new role. Come on. And I'm gonna add here, I think it's like metal miner. Is that like, yeah, sure, metal miner. That's a bad name, I guess, but then I can make it nice in the game. Now I can come here and change the role to metal miner. Nice. Nice. Now I have to actually program the AI, but I luckily enough for me, I already have everything set up on the other characters, right? So what I like to do here now is just, if I open up the, I think it's called AI controller, this one, I can just drag and drop this thing here, which is fine. It's gonna save all this stuff. Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Now the only thing I need to do is I need to open up my controller, my AI controller. I created something here which makes me very easy to change the behavior. So for example, I created this massive method called start role, and then this method, I can get any character anytime and just say start this role, and then it goes and it changes and it just goes in a loop, right? Right, so this is fine. I just need to add another one, which is the metal miner then. I'm gonna eventually create it. This is getting a little bit like, it's quite a big method, but we are fine. Now, before I do this, let's just set up the role now. So I created a behavior trees, and I created builder, I created the resource collection, world actions. So this needs to be a resource collection. I'm gonna create another one called metal, which is fine. And this is gonna be pretty much the same thing as the stone. I could make it dynamically, but I feel like at some point I'm gonna have to do something different for the metal that I'm not doing for the stone. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make sure I create one for each. So metal, and here we're gonna call this also, instead of stone, metal and metal. Perfect. Storage path metal. Yeah, perfect. Everything's fine. Nice. If you guys have any questions about the AI as well, I'm happy to answer. Right, so we have the metal road. Now I do need to change this in a second. So now instead of running the stone collection, I need to run the metal collection, and this one needs to run this one. It goes back to the storage path. Perfect. Now I will need to change a couple of things. So the first thing is that we need to check if the gate is open. That's fine. Now it's looking for the metal road. Metal road. Start follow stone road. Right, I do need to change those terms, but let's do it one by one. It's always easy to implement. So start for, is that the road path action? Is that the one that I meant? Road path action, yeah, the blackboard. I didn't realize it until I started to do this, but it's best to create a blackboard for each scenario. I created like a massive blackboard for everything, and it's just started to get crazy. But anyway, all right. So road paths. So let me just go to the road paths. Right. So we have one here called start follow gate road. So we have the wood road, and I have one that's called the storage. Follow stone resources road. Stop following road. Follow resources road. Okay, I'm gonna create another one called follow metal road. Metal road, perfect. Now I'm gonna go back to my character, and the first thing we need to do here is that road path equals metal. Now it does not have the line of sight, and AI is not following up is not looking for the deposit. Perfect. Now I do set the key to false. Perfect. And now the target actor, we need to instead here's the thing. So instead of using the storage path, right, I call storage path, but actually it's just the path. We need to use this called metal road path. Yeah, that's the one. Actually, I just spotted a mistake that I start to do here. So I started to call this storage path. I'm just gonna call this road path. Is it road path? Redundant probably, but road path. And the path that the AI will follow to the final destination. I know those comments, they sound very stupid, but imagine if you go back here in 3 months and you look at this and you're like, where do I start, right? So that's a funny thing to do, but right. So now it's looking for storage. Now it does validate the path, so we don't need to touch this part. Now I am gonna open up this behavior number 2, which is the part where it's looking for the resources and stuff, which is fine. Right, so the first thing we do is looking for the resources to extract, right? One thing I forgot to add is, does this has metal? Perfect. I was looking for the resource type, but that's fine. So that's fine. So metal, AI move near the resources. I guess I will have to check this later on. If I'm not mistaken, I have like a find the resources near the actual area. So I think I do have like this massive thing that base resources does return if it's metal. BP resources region. Yeah, I have all this stuff already separate by the type, and it's using, yeah, that's fine. This is good. All right, compile and save. That's good. Okay, let's play. Let's see what happened. Now if I go back to my character, so it has the role set up. Oh yeah, the only thing I forgot to add is the controller. BPC, the AI controller. AI controller. Nice. Now we just need to trigger this, exactly this, but for the AI, right? So start follow the wood road, waiting for the gate, the wood resources, that's fine. So now I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna copy this block, paste them, and then after I can refactor this, because it's really bad right now. It's just everything's duplicated. Okay, so now start the metal road. Right, so we need now to run the proper behavior tree. So I'm just gonna run the proper behavior tree. we need to follow the metal road. Now, oh, what's this blackboard key here? What is it? That can be good. I know what it is. I know what it is. And is when I start to look for, I have this has line of sight, right? So has line of sight is like, can you see the object? I didn't realize it is. I don't even know how this is working, I guess. But that's fine. We're just gonna make sure everything's false, false, false. Yep. And then I'll add it here as well. Then I think once I got my AI more stable, instead of duplicating all these things, I can just like, you know what, I'm gonna refactor all this to call one method. And metal resources. Okay. Now let's press play, see what happened. I have a good feeling about this. Probably, I think it's gonna work. Let's see. So workers cannot leave the castle. Yeah, actually I had this. I had this message because the AI right now it struggles to, like, if he can't leave the castle, he say, "Oh, I can't leave the castle. I have to open the gate." And as you can see, that's kind of working, which is good. Let's see if the AI is doing his job or not. So it should start to follow the stone road, which it does. Perfect. So it goes in a loop. And then it goes. I am thinking that I'm using the wrong class here. Let me double check what is doing. Oh, what happened there? So we go 1. So the nav mesh is running category 0. I want the behavior tree to the blackboard is fine. So sequence 2. So behavior tree. Right, so is resource collection type wood. That's wrong. I already saw a mistake there. The resource type collection, it's wrong. Let's try to do it. Oh, hello, Thomas. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer. Welcome to the live, the chaotic live. Right, so it's following the resources, getting the line of sight, doing this stuff. Set. Right. So where the resource collection? So the resource collection would resource collection type metal. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even remember where I set this. So this comes here. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah. Nice. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna press play again, and then I'll open up the castle, the gate, so they can actually do the things. And if I open up here my debugger, I can see the behavior tree. The only downside of this behavior tree is that I have to get near the character to do things. But now it's running, which is fine. Oh, not that one. So that is right. So it's working. Looking for resources, following the road. Yeah, so the target is the metal. Ah, it's looking for the storage. That's the one. That's wrong. I see. Because he's looking for the wrong road. Yeah, I added the wrong one. I need to look for the metal path. Yes, metal path. So we add it here. Now, don't need this. Don't know what's doing that, but I don't need that. So it goes road path, get all the actors, return, it's valid, has a line of sight, and then start follow the road. Perfect. Then find the next path, which is good, and then you start to collect the metal resources. One thing I forgot to do here, I think, is so start follow the wood, blah blah, does that. Metal, and does this, goes. I'm trying to find where do I set this resource collection type, because I'm really don't remember where I do that. Maybe if I search for here. Nope. Guess it's not here. Just a spawn. Nope. More or less. So I've been doing this project for a long time. It's just that I decided to do live lately because I got to a point where the project was getting a little bit more stable. That's why I started to do the lives. Yeah. But thank you very much for watching. It's been a good project. It's just I'm trying to find more time to show off whatever I've been doing. Like right now, I'm trying to add this new feature, right, of this new character walking around. I managed to add like resources and things like that. But I think this project started, I think, 2024. But I've been doing, I'm not sure if you've been following me, but like on the channel, we have the website, so all the features that I implemented, like all the inventory system, all the things that I have as a tutorial, is part of this project. So it's, in a way, all that's feeding to this project as well. So that was the whole idea of the project. Yeah. And it's nice. I like it. I think I got to a point where I get to enjoy a little bit more the project. Because, you know, when you started, there's a point where you're only fixing issues. But then it gets to a point they're like, okay, now it makes sense. Now I can actually use this. Yeah. How about you? Do you have any cool projects you've been working, Thomas? Right, so I think we have like a little delay, but yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Getting to the point, I think is one of the hardest things in game development, is to get to the point where it's fun to actually play your game, and also you don't realize how hard it is, right? What are you programming? So, what's your favorite game as well? What's your favorite genre? For me, like third person is my jam. I really like third person. It's really cool. It's really cool. Right, so we got this, the resource collection, all to the left. So, right, so I'm just trying to find that damn variable. I forgot where I set this stuff. That's so much. I should have added a better documentation. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you're making a pizza delivery game. Do you have you have a channel or a website. What's the engine they're using? Okay, so that's the third person stuff. Picker, monolocation, item type. Metal resource. Ah, yes, yes. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. No worries, man. Cool, 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 cool. All right, let me carry on here. Getting lost with my crazy spaghetti code AI. AI in Unreal Engine is so hard, man, to do sometimes. It's like, I think it's not that it's hard. It's like I created some bad decisions, right? And then I started to make it, to improve them. But it's a little bit tricky. So that, attack, check valid resources, inventory picker. Yeah. Find the resources near. I'm trying to find where. So find the resources near the area. Resource type. Ah, yeah, of course. Yes. I think I know where I'm using this now. Metal resources target. The resources collection state, resource collection type. So setting them. Ah, there we go. Value. Yeah. That's the one that I need to set. So metal. Yeah. Looking for resources. I need to actually add a better name for this. I think I need to update all my 3 behavior trees. Set the resources collection type. Let me just do that, because that took me a good time. This is an example, like sometimes I start to create all those actions. You know, it's the whole classic thing, like you make it work first and then after you make it pretty, right? Like you improve the code. Otherwise it's just like this. I completely forgot how I done this stuff. Really bad. But anyway. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna add here. Oh, nice. So you put the videos on this account, but okay, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's nice to show off the progress you do to your friends, to yourself, even to, you know, the best way for you to get like feedback as well is from people from outside. You know, it's people sometimes they give you harsh feedback, but it's good. It shows that you're going like in the right direction or not. Most of the time, most of the things you do, like if you show up to your friends, for me, it's like my family, or yeah, this looks amazing, but realistically sometimes it's like really bad. So it's nice to have that publicity, right? Put yourself out there. Okay, let's see now. So now my worker is complaining that he can't get out. Let's see what's gonna do. Come on, come on, come on. By the way, I do have an AI that comes here and open the gate. I just need to use it. Okay, let's see if the AI is gonna actually do his job. So now, come on, come on. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, start to follow the right road. I'm just gonna open up my... So it's doing this stuff. Can I actually do like a half and half? Oh yeah, I can. That's cool. So it's following up the road. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Probably need to make him walk a little bit faster. So he's gonna get the resource collection. So let me check if all the variables are correct. So we have, so the resource collection type is wood, but that's fine. That's because it's the default. It is following the metal path, which is also great, and is looking for the resource. Line of sight is true. Yeah, so I've been doing games, I think, since 2018 actually. I started with Unity. I started to work with Unity in 2018. I was like working in a restaurant at the time. And I was doing kind of more or less the same game, but it was back in the day I had no idea what the hell I was doing. And then I decided to switch to Unreal Engine after. And the funny thing is that I decided to switch for Unreal Engine because back in the time, I think Unity has done like a big update. I think they changed how the whole prefabs was working, and ended up losing like 2 years on my project because of that. And I was like, no, I'm gonna switch to Unreal. And since the time I switched to Unreal, I had no problems. You know, Unreal is much more. I feel like it's much more stable. Oh, this one it failed. Than Unity. Unity is a great engine, but I had some issues with it. Unfortunately, I lost my project. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go through this again. Yeah. How about you? When did you start to create games? Also, which one was your first game? What did you do? Right. Metal. Just gonna add the metal path here. Yeah, this is bad. So I'm just gonna delete this road. I'm gonna comment all this stuff because I really can't see what's going on. Start to get a little bit annoying. Just gonna delete all, unhide all this stuff. Nice. Now the metal path. Perfect. Yeah, that's the problem. My AI doesn't know. You can't walk that far, so I have to keep adding small points here, unfortunately. It's a little bit annoying, but yeah. I think I've been working with this scene for a long time now, like just trying to add all those AI characters walking around. And sometimes, you know, it's fun to create all those AI things, but I wish I was doing something else. Because right now it's too... I'm bored with this. But it's something, you know, without this the game can't work properly, so it's a tough situation. Right, so this, all good. So I'm gonna add this point here as well. Perfect. So the eye goes, so it goes, follow, follow, follow. I think here we need to add a breakpoint. By the way, just in case you don't know what I'm doing here or why do I have all this, because of the AI range, as you can see, I mean, I could increase that, but sometimes if he's here, so if the path point, for example, if he gets to this path point and this one is outside, he doesn't know what to do. So I need to make sure that all the path points are placed correctly. Nice. Right, so now we got all this stuff perfectly. I am gonna actually increase the speed of this character just so he can do stuff faster. So I'm gonna put like, I don't know, 800 and sure. Let's see what happens. Because I don't want to wait for too long. Nice. Oh yeah, I need to open the gates. Actually. Oh no, what's it doing? Oh, so... Oh, before the school, quit my job. Okay. 2 years, graduate, and have 4 games on each. Oh, that's cool, man. That's nice. If you don't mind, just drop the link here. I would like to see your projects. It's nice to see other, you know, what other game developers they do as well. It's quite refreshing each you, to be honest. I go there. I want to create like this. I have this idea for like a cool 2D game that I want to do, like a pixel art, like a very zen game where you just farm things. You know, you chop some wood, you add some trees here and there. Like as you see, I really like this kind of simulation scenes. You can do like quite a cool few things. But that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. And did you work with any engine before, or is Unreal your first choice? Because I started with CryEngine, Unity, I did Cocos 2D as well, but I think Unreal is so far for me is, I don't know, is the simplest engine to work. I know it gets Unreal Engine has a little bit of a, how can I say, like a learning curve, right? Which gets a little bit tricky. But after you pass that, I think it's quite nice to work with the engine. Really cool, to be honest. What's going on with my character here? Why is it not moving anymore? Metal Miner. Human. The speed is fine. Let's press play again. Oh, he's not even doing anything. Why? False. Waiting for the gate. Ah, yeah, cool. So he's waiting for the gate. Nice, nice. Well, since he's waiting for the gate, I'll just start it from here instead of having to walk around all the way here. Nice. I found sometimes testing these features, like, it's a little bit like when in programming, when you have to test pipelines. You have to wait and wait and wait and wait, and everything has to match. Everything has to be exactly in the same way, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, it's working, you know. So it's a little bit annoying, this part. But yeah. Okay, come on, character, come on. And I'm not sure it's the best way. Like, if I could probably make this character faster, maybe I can, but like a nice, better way to test this. But let's see now what the character sees. So if I check what's the perception? 0, nav mesh. Right. Come on, nav mesh. Nice. So it's updating. Yep. Come on. So he goes. He goes. And then he goes. Let's see. I think one of the easiest features that I added, like, sorry, the best feature I added for myself as a developer of this game is this flying thing. It helps so much, man. Sometimes you're testing those ridiculous features where AI is doing some crazy stuff. And I was doing everything manually, right? So I was like running around like crazy. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my character fly because I'm fed up of just trying to make... okay, nice. So that's cool, but he spawned the wrong item. Fuck it. He spawned the wrong item. Okay, let's try to improve that. I know why, but it's because I have to change this. Because by the time I developed this system, I had no proper resources area, right? So let me go back to this. And there you go. The spawn actor class is wrong. It needs to be the iron. That's the one. Yep. Actually, I need to change the... I'm just going to change this... the master class. Because otherwise, if I drag and drop again and things, it may become a problem. Now, I think the character is working. The only thing I'm going to do is... I'm going to get my character here. NPC. And then I'm going to drag and drop him outside the castle. So then this way, he just do his thing, right? And now I'm going to press play. And he should hopefully do his own stuff, you know. Come on, come on, come on. Load up. How many hours of live we doing? Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, let's see now. Come on, come on. Where's the AI? Is the AI walking? There you go. Nice. So he's walking to the path. Perfect. We are 51 minutes of live. That's good. Right, so it's coming there. Come on. Nice. Is it gonna hit? Yes. Yes. Is it gonna grab the item? Yes. Amazing. This is really cool. Oh, where's the character? What happened? What? Where did he go? Ah, I think I know what happened. I have an idea, but is it here or not? Yeah, he teleported. Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but we need to figure out that stuff. But I can control her now, so I think she... Does she has the item? Yeah, she has the raw stone. And then she can just drag and drop and... Battle... Ah, yes. Of course. I do not have the... This is... I completely forgot about this stuff. But anyway. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. There's a couple of bugs I have to figure out. Not bugs, but it's just setting up a new pipeline, like a new behavior, right? So the first thing we need to do here is that it's looking for, right, instead of the storage stone road, this needs to look for the storage metal road, okay? So we're gonna look for the storage metal road. Now the key I reverse, so does the reverse road follow, which is fine. And now I'm just gonna press play again, open up and see if she starts to follow back the metal road. Okay, workers cannot leave the castle. I do actually need to fix this bug. Like, workers cannot leave or enter the castle. That would probably fix this issue for us. But anyway. Right, so the character is working. Fine. Right, come on, come on, come on. Nice. Right, let's see, let's see. He's gonna grab the item. Yep, cool. Just grab the item. He goes, he collects the ore, which is fine. Right. Now he's starting to follow back the path, which is good. Now it is gonna throw an error because I do not have a place where he or she can store the item, right? So that may be a problem. I'm just trying to see now if the path that she's following is so good. Like I can see that here there's a bug, so it's gonna stop and go back and try to figure out this. So this is a little bit, you know, is the worst part of the creating AI sometimes for me is that it's just a little bit annoying when you get to a point where you have to test the AI. You know, it's everything works great until you have to actually test this damn AI, and then you realize how much you still have to do left, right? Right. So now we got. So what's this? This is the storage metal road. Yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna add another one here just to make sure. Yeah, this is too big of a gap, as you guys can see, right? Otherwise the AI gets lost. One thing I noticed is that I don't now recommend with Unreal Engine trying to increase the navigation radius. For some reason, the performance, especially if you're trying to build like let's say a semi-open world, it drags a lot. I had a lot of issues with the performance because of this nav mesh thing, and my frames were like spiking like crazy. So I think it's a bit to do with how many calculations Unreal Engine does. All right, so this works. So it goes back to, I'm gonna close everything because I'm getting a little bit lost. It's gonna go back to this AI controller. And I'm gonna paste it right here. Perfect. I'm gonna go back to my behavior trees again, and I'm gonna go to resource collection, metal, and then I'm gonna open up the last path, which is the one that I was actually doing for. So it does the reverse following. Perfect. I'll find the next valid path. Nice. Set the AI resource collection state. AI looking for the deposit. Yes, okay. Now we need to go back here and we need to check the one that AI looking for the deposit, which is what we're looking for. Nice. Find valid deposit. So it goes back and we need to look for, yes, find nearest item picker, not picker, but the base chest where contains the resource collection type, which is going to be metal, which we don't have yet. So I am just going to go back here because I already have the chest for the metal. I'm just going to add like the chest here. I'm going to, this is gold, sorry, metal stock. I need to create like another house here or something so the AI can drop. I think this should be enough now. Let's try. Let's press play and see what's going to happen. Okay. Let's see. So the AI is stuck. Nice. One thing I'm gonna add now is later is like to see in real time what they're doing. Like in this case, she's a metal miner. She's working. Of course, this is static for now. It's not doing anything, but and then you can see more like the information about the character. But it's something that's still missing. Let's see. Come on. All right, so she's going back to the line here. So she's, let's see if this is gonna work. Do I have the, yeah, the gate is down. Perfect. Now she's walking. One thing I added is the teleport for this path because of, I noticed that my characters sometimes it wasn't following the path because of this navigation issue, so I end up teleporting them near to the path. Right, come on. Next thing I have to implement in this game is the siege. I have a siege system. I actually created like a short, so you guys want to check. But yeah. Right, so she's going inside. Nice. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm happy. Come on. Go. Nice. So the AI is it gonna go near the chest? Let's see. Now I need to do like a house here as well so they can actually deposit the item. Now she's looking for the deposit. What the hell happened? What's going on now? Let me check. Here. Oh boy, not a bug. What is she doing? Let me have a look. So she's stuck. She's running the collect metal resources. Resource collection type metal, following the road. Okay. Maybe I have to add some kind of a block here, but let me double check if the behavior tree is fine. That's fine. So just gonna collect wood or something, stone, BPC AI control. Sorry, AI controller. Nice. So I'm gonna go back to behavior trees, resource collection, metal. Which one is it running? Let's have a look. So it's not running this. Is it running this one? Yes, it's running this. Move to the deposit. Ah, okay. I think I know what happened. Really silly stuff. Oh, so let me stop this display here. Oh, nice. So catch. So which one is that? So there was the level designer, technical designer. You can catch the ship and run with the roll, teleport. Took forever to find me the name. Ah, that's cool. Let's have a look. What's that? Catch the ship. Let's have a look. Ah, it looks nice. I like the trailer. That's cool, man. Look at this. This is so crazy, man. That's cool. That's really cool. That's nice. I like it. Is that like a mobile game? Download here. What's that? Ah, Onichu. I see, I see. That's really cool. I guess you got like a lot of learning from this, right? What would you say is the best learning you had from this game you did? Alright, let me go back to my thing here. Right, so I think what's happening on my chest is because I need to do something very stupid here, which is basically the collision. So it blocks all. Few collision underneath. Nav mesh. I think I did just a nav mesh. Can affect nav mesh. I mean, it should be able to affect nav mesh. I don't know why, but it's pretty much like the character can't get near the chest. I'm just gonna bring another one here just to see if I can actually maybe add a block or something. So you see, the problem is that, for example, the character needs to get to the nav mesh, but I think it's blocked by it. So if I do that, I think that would work. Okay, that can kind of work. Let's try like this. And the only thing I am gonna do is edit. I'm just gonna enable this nav mesh collision thing. So nav mesh can be affected. Yes, perfect. Now let's try again. This time I'm gonna boost the speed of my character to something ridiculous. I don't know, 5,000. It's gonna break the game, but it's okay. She's gonna walk very fast now. Maybe it's too fast. I think the nav mesh can't keep up. I have a feeling, but let's see. Nice. So let's see here. So pull the lever. Goes back, goes back, goes back. Come on, come on, come on. And now, come on. Pick it up, pick it up. Is it gonna do it? Is it broken? Oh yeah, I know what happened. Oh boy, every time. So it's because every time I change the speed on the character, he ends up resetting. No. Oh no, it's actually fine. Metal miner. Okay. No, I thought it was. No, it's not the issue. I think I just have to be more patient, to be honest. Alright, so we have this stuff that's running. Perfect. What's the next thing I have to do here is... I mean, it's fine. I'll just press play here. Let's see. Yeah. So the biggest thing I learned is listening to the feedback, filtering them. Yeah, that's right. Not all feedback is valid. Even here on the channel, sometimes you know, I get some people that they don't like the content or they like the content, but I got in the same video at some point some guy saying, "Oh, I really love your content," and then the comment below, "I hate your content." I was like, "What do you want me to do then?" So it's funny. It's funny because if you do things faster, then oh, this AI man, I need to improve that. The speed is a problem now. I'm just gonna put it back to like 1000. But that's a valid point. Not all feedback is valid. Yeah, I think some feedback are good, but it's good. It's good to have people at least coming to you and say, "Look, I think you should improve X, Y, and Z," and make you move forward. And you know, for first games as well. Like I think my first game, I think it was called The Wizard Return. It was like a Unity pixel art game. Like I copied some assets and put everything together. I did the controls myself. It was hot garbage, my game. But the feedbacks was fun. People were like, yeah, the game sucked, but it has a good concept. I was like, that's good. You know, even a bad feedback sometimes is great. Okay, so the character is walking. Come on, let's see. Nice. Collect the item. Perfect. She goes and collects. Okay, now she's going back to the place that she needs to, which is fine. Let's see. Oh, and I still have to do another one, the food collection as well. But I think the food I'm gonna make it like as a farm. So you have like a farm somewhere, and like instead of doing this resource collection, you just do farm. So let's see. Coming back. Come on, character. Come on. She's running. Nice. So she is running now. Come on, and gets. Please deposit the item. Yes. She deposited the item, guys, which is good. Now she's stuck. I don't know why, but there is the item. Okay, this is good. It means that the character is doing what's supposed to do. Now she should go back and get the resource again. So just I closed the panel, but let me check what's going on. So raycast display, that's fine. Looking for the resources. So it's running perfectly. So to behavior tree. So follow Metal Road. So let's just follow Metal Road. So it looks like he's stuck here. Or maybe he's stuck right there. Nope. Is it stuck here? Possible? What happened? Which one is it running? I'm not sure. So what happens? So you go. Come on. What are you doing? So metal, start to follow the road. I think I just need to, yeah, start to follow stone road. That's the problem. That is the problem. I did some a mistake here. Yeah. Yeah. So the things with the graphics is because the reason why they're looking a little bit bad is because because I turn off. First of all, I'm running on the medium. Everything's running on medium, and I turn off shadow mapping on my game to improve performance because I was getting like 20 frames, 30 frames, and I was like, since this is gonna be a car simulation, I want everything to run smoothly. And of course, this, like, I have a nice PC, I can run the game, but when you're using the editor and you're trying to do things, if it's slow, it makes the development a little bit hard. So I have this cut in half on purpose. But once I have all the settings high, so actually I can actually try to show you guys. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this because I want to revert this to like a nice graphics so you can see more or less how it's gonna look like. I think he has a cool graphic. It's just that did some shady stuff here to improve performance a little bit. You see, it runs very bad now. Stat FPS, it's running like 30 FPS, but the quality improves a lot. Right? Like it's much better. And also, I struggle a little bit to make sure that I can go inside the buildings as well with the max quality. So for example, if I come here now the game has a better quality. And the textures are loading, but this is because of my streaming pool is a little bit broken, so I have to improve that later on. But yeah, it has a nice graphics. It's just that right now I had to do some development things. So I'm gonna put everything on medium, and which one was it? The shadow. Just gonna put on high just to make sure. Nice. And now if you see the performance, it goes to 60, 45. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna even make it. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'll leave it like the way it is. This is good. This is good. All right. So what I was doing? Oh yeah, the reset part. Yeah, of course, I completely forgot about that. Right. So it goes here, goes that, and then stop following the road. Right. Looking for the deposit. So it goes back. Deposit the item. Go back to work. Yeah. That's the problem. New road to follow. We need to follow the metal road. Yes, that's the one. That should work. Should work fine. So you wait 1 second, and then it goes back on a loop. Let's see. Yeah, some Zelda vibes for sure. I love Zelda, man. I have on my channel like a whole video about Zelda, telling how much I love the game. It's so great. But yeah, definitely is inspired on Zelda, this game. Like, that's my take on it. It's quite cool. I love how simple Zelda is. Like, I think Zelda, and also so the performance of that game is crazy. It runs on like the Nintendo Switch it's very underpowered, and it runs fine. Like, probably my phone has more processing power than a Nintendo Switch. And the amount of optimizations they did on the game it's crazy. Crazy. Alright, so come on, grab the item. Cool. Nice. Now it's going. One thing as well I have to fix is, you see, there's this thing, the popping. Okay, getting to a certain range, it pops the items. Also, I need to improve a little bit more the landscape. But everything at a time, right? One thing at a time. I feel like that's a minor. For me, I think as long as this castle is working fine, you know, you have some fun, you can place your items, you can hire the guards, you can get drunk on the tavern. That's my goal, and then everything else is just a bonus. The thing that I also have to do, I was talking earlier, is the siege system, which is gonna be, I think it's gonna be cool once I implement the siege system. I managed to implement this Niagara system on it, which basically allows me to add like thousands and thousands of NPCs at the same time with a very minor performance. So I'm gonna make it so you're gonna have like people coming from all the directions, destroying all the castle, and you have to set up like towers and defend. Oh, nice. So she's going back to work. Yes, we did this shit. This thing is working, man. Oof. What a hard thing. This is really good. I managed to do the metal stuff. And the cool thing about it is that if I press T and I go to storage, it should have 1 or 5. That's the amount of metal that she added. So now I can come here. Like, I'm gonna improve this chest as well. But look at that, we have the metal. Perfect. One cool thing that we can do now is that we can hire more workers. So I can hire a lumberjack. Nope. And I can hire a stone miner. And I can also hire a guard, right? So now if you go here and you see, this system is kind of getting ready. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna add that. And I'm just gonna build this one as well. So if you go and you build, and now we have an NPC, and she should go to work. She's a lumberjack, so she start to go to the lumberjack place. I think she took the wrong road. I need to review because she's going through the wrong road, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. I will check that later on. So get that. Get this one. I do have a system on my game that the character that I can hire a builder. I'll show you guys in a sec. I'm just gonna do that. Nice. And now you hire the guard, which is fun. One of the features of my game that I haven't showed that much is the ability that you can control those characters. So for example, just hire the guard. I can kind of control him anytime. Oh, so I can actually fly with him. So the idea of this is that imagine that you are in a siege, right? Like everything's happening, people are getting killed and your thing's on fire. So you can kind of switch to any character anytime. So you can fight. Go back to my character. But yeah. I think everything's working. I have a feeling that all the assets are working fine. I'm not sure why my textures are pulling so bad right now. Okay. But probably some cache stuff. Nice. So now she's coming. I'm not entirely sure what happened with her here. I think she's still blocked. Come on. Why don't you go? One cool thing as well you can do is like, I have a barrel. So you can do some stupid shit like this. The idea of the game as well is like, eventually I'm gonna add like a wall, like a, not necessarily like a building system, but some kind of decoration system that you can have on the game. And then you can do stuff like this. You know, break all this stuff. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it is working. They're collecting the resources. I just need to fix now the wood resource stuff. And I need to add a worker to the list actually. So the first thing we need to do is the lumberjack. There's a problem with the lumberjack. So wood resource, I'm just gonna kind of close all this stuff. She had an issue here. Come on, open up, open up. Yeah. When she was looking for the road, she's using the storage road. No, it's not the one I want to use. It's the wood path. That's the one we need to use. Nice. Let's see. Now if I go back and actually Let me get my resource. Oh my gosh, what's the name? Castle resource. I have so many castle things. That there you go. Castle. No, that's the wall. Castle manager. Yeah. I have a castle manager. I'm gonna add some gold. Let's say 50. Right. Now, if I press play, should be able to hire a worker. So if I add here, let's say lumberjack, yes. You see that I managed to hire a worker. So there's like this AI that goes and builds stuff for me. So it goes, and it builds that one as well. Nice. And now she says something like, all done, where's my money? Oh yeah, I need to open up the castle. Damn. Let me do that. Come on, come on, come on. Now add it here. Now let's see. Is that the lumberjack's gonna be able to get out? Yeah, nice. So you start to work fine, perfect. One thing I want to show you guys as well is that this is a feature that I was talking about, this siege again, but there is this thing here that I found, this asset. I recommend checking these assets out. It's quite cool. You can do like these massive battles, right? So we're gonna, I think it's called Easy Crowds. Easy Crowds. There is a version of it. Not a version. There is another one that I found out, which is better in terms of what it does, but it's like 300 pounds, very expensive. This one's a little bit more cheaper. That allows you to create crazy crowd generation stuff. Let me show you what I meant here. And this is probably what I'm going to be using for my siege system. So I'm going to add like all the skeletons, crowd generation, auto activate, and I'm going to add like a delay, right? Or loop. Let's do a loop. And then the next thing we are going to do here, I think it's gonna be like a ring spawn. Yeah, something like that. And we can add it here. Now if I press play, where's the spawn count? Spawn count. We can do 100. Something ridiculous, you know. This gets crazy, by the way. But look at that. I can add all those NPCs at the same time, right? Now, they do not have like a damage, so I probably will need to add some kind of a logic to add damage to them. But I think I can even do something ridiculous like this. You know. Like some Game of Thrones vibe, right? I think they also have collision as well that you can add to the character, but my character does not have collision with them right now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add collision because I'm planning to do like a siege, right? So especially for these amounts of like things, it gets, I think it will get complicated. And you can also do things like, for example, they're in idle, they can move to target, and you can say like the target is this stuff. And then let's see what happened. So then you kind of create like a siege. It's still a work in progress. I don't know why they're going on the wrong location, but that's gonna be fun once it's implemented on the game. It's gonna be really fun to see all this stuff coming to try to kill your castle instead. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is because they're outside the... Oh yeah, I think it's because there's this thing on this asset that if he's outside the box, he doesn't behave properly. But yeah. Ah, yeah, now they're coming to the right place. You see? Imagine all those things coming around you. That's so cool, now. Now about this money thing, that if you see the coin, I have to remove this. It's not something I want to keep, but yeah, it's gonna be like a massive siege battle. It's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah, which is my next step is to now to do like, so for example, you have the gates, right? Right now there's nothing you can do about it, but there will be like some parts of the gate that you're gonna be able to destroy. But you, I mean like the characters, right? These NPCs. So they're gonna be able to destroy and do this stuff for us. But yeah, I think it looks quite cool. I think it's gonna look really nice once you have all this stuff running for real. I think that's it, guys. That's all I have for this live. You know, like my plan was just to add this feature. This let's gonna delete this. To add this feature of my character collecting metal. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you wanna, you know, see more content about it, I'm always posting things here on the channel. And also make sure to check the devrealm.com as well, the website, where we have like some cool tutorials as well. Like, I don't talk about the website very often, but I recommend you guys checking out. We have like a 1-year sale now. We've been live for 1 year, and we have like some cool tutorials here. You can buy separate courses, or you can also get a subscription on it. It's up to you. But yeah, thank you very much for the views, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one. See ya.